I'm Andi the Knittress, and this is my podcast where I share all things yarn fiber related, mostly knitting. That's what it's been mostly lately. So welcome to my little corner. If you're new, thanks for checking me out, and if you're returning, thank you for coming back. So I have a giveaway to announce today for my last podcast, my birthday giveaway / 100 subscriber giveaway. And I like to do draw out of a hat or a bowl because I feel like everybody gets an equal chance. Sometimes with like the number generators, you hardly ever the people who commented first or the people who commented last. I don't feel like they get as an equal of a chance as if everybody's in the same bowl. So just to remind you what you're going to get if you won, you're going to get this skein of merino single hedgehog fiber in the color Bubble, a set of rainbow stitch marker, hairpin stitch markers, this cute little notebook and wooden pencil. Says always be kind. And I didn't show last time because I couldn't find it, but I have since then found it. I ordered from Chevy Roll Stuff. I ordered one of her stitch markers for the giveaway. So there's this crystal stitch marker that she soldered there, and it's like the clasp kind, so you can use it as a stitch marker or progress keeper, and it's for knitting or crochet. So that will also be included in the prize. So without further ado, making all the crinkly papers, putting it back. Let's draw the winner. So I think there were only 9 entries, so if you commented below the last video, you have a good chance of winning. So let's see who the lucky winner is. It is Debbie McKenzie. Debbie McKenzie. So if you're Debbie McKenzie, go ahead and send me a message. I don't know how to send messages on YouTube, but if you want to send me a message on Instagram with your mailing address, and I will get this mailed out to you. And I think Debbie is a newish subscriber. I think she's just been going back and watching all the videos, if I remember correctly. So congratulations, Debbie. All right, so finished object. I finished my test knit for Meghan Regan of Bad Wolf Girl Sits and Knits. This is the Astreus sweater, and I did mine cropped because I like to wear mine with dresses. So mine is a cropped version. I gave it a little bit of a high-low in the back. There's some short row shaping back there, and there's some beading in the stars. They're little teeny tiny beads. I don't know if you can see them very well, but I just love this, and I want it to be colder so I can wear it in public. And I'm so glad I went with this color, and this is in Avocado by Vivacious DK and Goat's Beard by Wonderland Yarns in their unicorn base. So that's finished, and this pattern will be out, I believe, in September to purchase. But in the meantime, you can follow Meghan to check out when she's releasing it. I'm getting ready to do another test knit for her too, called The Last Unicorn, and I'm excited to start that one. I'm just waiting for the pattern because it's still with the tech editors. So another thing that I have finished is my short socks. And these are like, they remind me of a roller skate, like skating rink, the carpet at the skating rink. But this is just a toe up. I did toe up 2 at a time. I did a gusset flap heel and did ribbing right after that, 1 by 1, tubular bind off. Kind of like my vanilla sock, basically. And I love short socks. And this yarn is Blazing Fibers and the color Time Warp in their sock yarn. And I just love all of her colors. I knit Pineapple Express, and I've done Biodiesel. These ones, I'm gonna work my way through all of her colors eventually. And another thing that I have finished is a little bit different. It's some needle felting. So I'm kind of newish to needle felting, but I wanted to just try and make an orchid. And I would say I more or less succeeded. I had originally planned to make like a pin for my hair, but this one was a little bigger than I was planning on. So I'm gonna put it back on it and it will just be like a flower pin for my shirt. But these are just some fibers that I had with a little bit of sparkle in it. I put a little bit of purple in the leaves, and then I did some, where's this, the stamens, I think they're called. And there's the little back. I just freeformed this. There wasn't like instructions or anything. It was pretty fun to just try and bring a shape that was in my mind to fruition. So I really like that. So that's all I've gotten done. But I mean, a majority of my time went to this. I have a few other projects on the needles like always. But the thing that I am working on the most lately has me super excited. And it is the Scrappy V by Jennifer Hoffman. I saw, who was it? I think it's Michelle is her name, from Naughty Knitwits, was working on one, and I had to immediately get the pattern and cast my own on. So this is it so far. I've already split for the sleeves, and it is just gorgeous and fun, and I get to show off all of my previous socks that I've made, and this is just so me. I am in love with this sweater. It is just flying off the needles. I love the construction. There's some fun like short row shaping after the collar. So you have the collar and you have this deep V, and then you do some short rows to even it out, and then these stripes start straightening out. Oh, and I just pulled my stitches off the needle. Not a big deal. Easy peasy to pick back up. But I'm just so in love with this. I can't put it down. I cannot stop knitting on it. And it's really fun to just reach in. I have like behind this sign here, I have like it's like a cookie jar full of all my minis, or my leftovers actually. And I just reach in and I grab a color, and you know, this is what I'm working on now, which was these socks. So that's fun. And I've got, this was my turban hat. This hot pink was from my my Slioche socks, as well as this section here. And then I had a Mani Pedi by Lion Brand sock there. That's Biodiesel. These 3 colors here were also in my Slioche socks. I had an earth yarn like St. Patrick's Day stripey that's here. This was from my Music on the Half Shell. My friend Ashley dyed for me. This was Spindle, Warps, and Yarn Hollows Eve, a pair of socks that I made that I gave to my grandmother. And then these were in Waltzing Amongst the Flowers socks, and it's just so fun. This was the leftovers from the Everyday Sock Hat that I made for Chevy Rel, and it's really fun to knit on this and just have all of the memories of each, and it's so bright and it's very me, and I am in love with it. This has all of my attention right now, and it's so fun to just grab a color and knit with it. I'm trying not to overthink like what colors are next to each other, or whatever I grab is what I'm working on. And if anybody that knows me in real life knows that that's kind of hard, because I usually want to plan and make sure, this color's not next to that color, or, I usually go OCD on stuff like that, but this is just bringing me all of the happiness right now, and I love it. And it's also very kind of Halloween-y looking to me. I guess that's my palette. So that's pretty much what I've been working on while I'm waiting for that pattern to come out for the test knit. And there is another pattern that has come to my mind lately. I work at my local yarn store, and a lady walked in the door, and I immediately recognized her, even with her mask on. I said, "Hey, I watch your podcast," and her name is Wendelika Klein, and she's of the Woolly Things podcast, and it was just really nice to meet her in person, and she was picking out a couple of extra colors to go with a shawl that she had designed, and she wants to revamp it, and it was really fun to help her try and pick out those colors. But I went to look and take a peek at the pattern, and it's going to be called, I think it's the Gypsy Caravan Shawl, but she's going to be calling it the Caravan Shawl, and it's really fun. It looks like some interesting construction. It's very rich primary and tonal colors. There are jewel tones in that one, but I think I want to knit it up, so I just went diving through my stash to see if I could find something, and I think I found a palette that I'm happy with. So she's going to do a cowl, the Caravan Shawl cowl, and I'm going to join in and knit mine out of these gorgeous colors. This was a local yarn store color for last year, and it's by Alexander's Crafts, and it is the local Silverton local yarn store day. So there's some cool blue hints and some purples in there, and it's got mostly a purple overtone, and so I have two of those for that. And then I have this awesome BFL sock by Trilogy Yarn that's got some more of the blues and the greens and the purples in there, which I think mine will be kind of more like a fade rather than blocks of color. And then I have this sock blank from Essence of Autumn yarn that I think will pair really well with that, and there's some moody colors going on in there. And then I have this solid brown by Cascade Yarn sock, which I think all of these together is going to make a really awesome shawl, and it's a pretty big, massive shawl, which I'm a fan of. So I'm going to get these wound up and probably cast on today or tomorrow so I can join in the fun of that knit along. But more or less that's what's been going on with me. Not a whole lot of life stuff. It's basically go to work, come home, go to work, come home. That's all most people's lives are right now, I would imagine. But I'm just super happy with all my extra home knitting time. It's not so busy. So, let me know down below what you're doing these days. Like, is there, other than, you know, crafting, is there something you're doing to bring a little bit of extra joy into your life? Little, kind of relieve the monotony of, you know, not a whole lot of socializing and stuff like that. Let me know down below. But until then, just take it one stitch at a time, because that's all we can do. And you guys have a great day. Bye.